YouTube! How you guys doing today? It's Mike.
It's Jenny.
Pratt Family Homestead. As you know, there's not a mechanical bone in my body. I can't fix nothing mechanical. Thank goodness her family is mechanical. The other day I ran this Massey Ferguson 180 diesel out of diesel. I parked on a hill. I knew it was low. I parked on a hill. Went and took care of the horse real quick with it running. And I heard it start sputtering. I ran out to go save it, and I lost the race. So running diesel out of diesel is not a good thing. And I was really upset with myself because obviously now it won't start because there's air in the air line or in the fuel line. So all I did is I pulled out the manual and I was able to bleed this fuel system via the manual and get her running again. So I just wanted to show you guys, I researched on YouTube and I found nothing specific to this tractor, this Massey Ferguson 180 diesel. I found nothing specific on YouTube, so I figured I'd go ahead and share this. And I did something mechanical. If you're new to the channel, thanks for being here. I'm not a mechanical dude. Everybody else already knows that. All right, so let's just take you through the parts that we're going to do real quick, and then we'll do it real quick. And we're not actually, I will actually crack this open. We'll actually bleed it a little, but you're not going to see the air bubbles and stuff because this is a working tractor and all that. I'm not going to run it out of diesel for the video. All right, so I'll show you the main parts and then we'll show you what we do. Basically, we're going to, what is it? Primary fuel filter, secondary fuel filter, the lower vent, the upper vent, and then we're going to crack all the injections. So, let's show you these parts. Oh, and the fuel pump and the manual pump are actually on the other side. So let's show you all these parts real quick and then we'll jump right into it. Primary fuel filter. Secondary fuel filter. What was first, Jenny? The lower? Lower vent. Upper vent. And then the injectors. One more thing I meant to mention in the beginning is I'm doing this by the manual. When I first posted this on, I forget if I posted it on my Facebook or my Instagram, some people had said, oh, all you got to do is this. Yeah, I need to follow the manual. All right, so I'm going to do it by the manual. There might be some shortcuts here. If you got shortcuts, I'd love to hear them in the comments because I know me, this will probably happen to me again. But we're going to go ahead and follow the manual, okay? So, and this is the fuel shutoff right here. We got to make sure that's on when we go do all this. So
that's on or that's off?
It's on.
Okay.
Let's go around to the other side. And here's our fuel pump, which actually I just had replaced. I had somebody else do it. And here's the manual pump lever. All right. For all this, you're going to need a 5/8, a 9/16, and a 5/16. Which I think I got them all correct. So on the primary fuel filter, you will need your 9/16. You're going to loosen this. And fuel is coming out. I don't know if you can see that, but fuel is coming out like crazy. So let me show you the pump thing.
Oh yeah, it's coming out.
And no bubbles, right?
No bubbles because we don't have bubbles in our line.
So the instructions say you then close this.
Well, if there's bubbles in the line, you're supposed to keep going until the bubbles stop, and then you close it.
That is correct. And so we're going to do the same exact thing here on the secondary.
Oops, sorry for the yarn.
Which I did it up here. I think the book actually points to a different spot to do it. But I did it here when I did this. There, fuel's coming out. And you're just cracking it, the fuel's coming out. Let me go pump it. No bubbles, right?
Nope, no bubbles.
And more? Did you see more fuel come out?
It was kind of hard at this angle, but based on the dripping in the back, I'll say yes.
Yes. All right, and then we're going to do the same exact thing. And I think you guys get the point. We can kind of skip forward here. You're going to do the same exact thing on this one, which is the lower vent. And you're going to do the same exact thing on the upper vent. I'll go ahead and push a little fuel through there so you can see it come through.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you saw the air bubbles, like Jenny had stated earlier, you would keep doing it till the air bubbles disappear. All right. Now, for the part, I'm not going to lie, this part made me very nervous. Sorry about that. I had to get the next wrench. It says for this part, for bleeding it out the injectors, that we have to have the fuel shut off here, pushed in so that the tractor would start. So for this part, we're going to loosen the 4 pressure lines for the injection ports. Our fuel shut-off knob must be pushed in, just as if you were going to start the tractor. And, yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much. I'll show you. Now, with all those loosened, they should be loosened good enough. Okay, we're going to pause the video here because I'm going to make sure that the tractor's chalked and it's not in gear and the brakes are on, because we actually have to turn the key to get it to bleed out of there.
3 of the 4.
All right, so my brakes are on. Would you rather do this?
No, I'm just going to stand back.
Okay, so I got the brakes on. It's not in gear. This tractor won't even turn over if it's in gear. I'm going to push the clutch in to be safe as well. And we got to turn the key to get it to come shooting out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Is it? Okay. All right, so that's that. We tighten these back up. And again, if you saw air bubbles here, you would just keep doing it until the air bubbles are gone. When I had to bleed the system, I found almost no air bubbles at the primary. No, wait, I'm sorry. At the primary, I had some air bubbles, I think. Secondary, very little. I had none that I noticed here. I did this by myself, so I was running back and forth to the pump and everything. But I did have quite a bit of air bubbles up here when I did it. And I don't remember if I had it on all of them, but I think I did. Okay. This tractor should fire up no problem because we actually had nothing to bleed. But after I had bled this tractor before, she started up with no problem. But we're going to go ahead and start it up for you. All right, I know on that video clip, if I show it of the tractor running and all, I was checking to see if there's leaking anymore. When I was looking in the camera, because of the shaking and stuff, it looked like it was leaking in a couple spots. So if you guys noticed that, I stopped looking at the camera and I actually looked at the tractor and it was not leaking. So that's that. How you feel, babe? Think you could do it? You know you could do it. That's pretty easy. I was amazed at how easy it was.
I would have to refer back to the book for sure.
Right. So I really recommend everybody get their manual because the instructions, at least for this one, super easy.
It was pretty easy. Once I figured out what diagram we were looking at.
Right. Yeah, because even when I went back there, I was like, wait a minute, I never did anything there, but it was at the wrong diagram. So
yeah.
that's that. That's bleeding this Massey Ferguson 180. This is I'm really loving having this tractor.
Me too.
So
I like this stuff.
yeah, it's nice. And the guy that's helped me work on it, he has stated that he believes it's a really nice tractor too.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, that's my mechanical deed for the year. But it's baby steps, right?
It was kind of funny because when you came inside, I was like, "Did I hear the tractor?" It's like, "Yeah." I'm like,
"Oh, back when it broke."
Yeah, I was like, "Good job, babe."
All right, guys.
It's not us.
Thanks a lot. Loving having this tractor, and I hope this helps somebody.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.